If I could just give you guys a glimpse and a picture of how many times I broke down with my first kid, I couldn't find my people within my circle. And so sometimes I would just go on YouTube and then I would see people that was momming like me. I wish that we lived in a world where people can just live their own lives without scrutiny of others. We are hard enough on ourselves. The last thing we need is other people trying to tell us what to do. Did you guys know that there are people on YouTube that has like a niche in finding motherhood YouTube channels and I guess talking about how much they dislike them and why they dislike them? Like they will make videos about like the worst mom bloggers or vloggers on the internet and how much they are against it. And that's just something that I thought about today while I was getting myself dressed. And not because it bothers me. It was literally just like a random thought because I knew that I was going to be vlogging today. And one thing that I was trying to decide, because I was getting my daughter dressed for the day or changing her diaper, I was trying to decide if I wanted to let the kids be in today's vlog or not. And that's something that I never gave a whole lot of thought about, but I know that things are changing in the world today. It's not as safe as it's always been here, or maybe it's never been safe and we're just now realizing it to put our kids on the internet. And so I know I still post pictures of them on like Facebook, Instagram, and things like that. Are you stirring my tea? Thank you. Even more so is that a lot of the awareness has come from people, speaking out about it. And now there are like a ton of people that really, really look negatively and bad upon people who create videos and just so happen to have kids. It's like not everyone vlogs about their children. You know what I'm saying? It's just that some moms, they vlog and their children, they're there. It's a part of life. They're part of their day naturally. When I was growing up, we used to watch shows like Reading Rainbow, where it would be like kids on there doing little things. I feel like it's inspirational to see moms with kids and see how they go about their day. And one of the reasons why I personally created my YouTube channel is because when I was a new mother, I did not know anyone in my personal life that was momming like I was momming. I was new to being a stay-at-home mom. I had no idea that I was going to be homeschooling. In fact, I didn't think that I wanted to homeschool because I never saw anybody doing it. That's another story for another day about how I began homeschooling, and it became one of the best decisions we made for our children. But yeah, motherhood just felt hard. I didn't have anyone in my personal life to teach me and show me how to do it. Nobody was there to show me how to breastfeed. Nobody was there to show me what to do when it got hard. Nobody was there to show me how the heck do you potty train a toddler? What do you do during tantrums? If I could just give you guys a glimpse and a picture of how many times I broke down with my first kid because he had a tantrum at the library, a tantrum at the restaurant. And at the restaurant, I was surrounded by like so much family, yet still felt so alone. And that was the hardest part for me as a mom. It's just that feeling of being alone, even when I was surrounded by so many people. I couldn't find my people within my circle. And so sometimes I would just go on YouTube and then I would see people that was momming like me. And even though it wasn't me to a T, they weren't in my exact same situation, because there are so many people on the internet from many different walks of life, it's easy to fit in there, to find that motivation, that inspiration, even an answer to a question that you might have and nobody around you can answer. And I got a lot of inspiration specifically from a vlogger named Kayla Buell. I was watching her when I was a new mom and got a lot of inspiration from her specifically, and she shares her children, you know, in her vlogs on the internet. She shared her opinion on it, and I think her stance, I don't want to misquote her here. You'll just have to go and watch her video. Basically, like, what I'm saying is that it's inspirational to see, you know, mothers being moms, you know, and especially for people who struggle, you know. And so, I don't know, that was just something that I thought about today when I got up this morning. Speaking of this morning, this vlog is gonna be pretty slow. Most of our days are very slow, and if you can't tell and you've been here for a while, we are home in Michigan right now. And typically things are slower here, especially during this season anyway. So we're gonna have a slow vlog today. Make something to eat. Do a little bit of tidying or cleaning is the goal. I need to order a few organization items though. But we will see where this vlog takes us. Really quickly, I kind of wanted to go ahead and just give myself a little bit of makeup and refresh my hair. I feel like I've been looking pretty crazy so far this morning, so I don't do too much, just a little bit of foundation as well as some mascara, and then I brush my eyebrows with eyebrow mascara, and I'm also going to put a little bit of water in my hair so that my curls don't look too dry. It also kind of helps to define them a little bit, so that's what you guys see me doing here. So I'm inside of my son's room now, and his room is really a mess. And what really got me was that he did this, but then, like, I don't know, 2 hours of us being back home, and so that told me, like, okay, he just has a lot of stuff in this room, and we need to go through here, see what maybe we can declutter, what we can throw away, really. He's downstairs playing with my husband right now, which is the perfect opportunity for me to do this when he's not up here, where he can't try to stop me. Because if I was to tell him to clean his room right now, he wouldn't be able to thoroughly clean. He would be able to just kind of like put things in any place, tidy it maybe, but definitely not clean it. Right here is just a pile of blankets that he uses to build forts. So already I can see a couple things on the floor that I just need to throw away, but I also can see things that need to be taken out. For instance, he has Spider-Man bed sheets that are twin size, and he does not have a twin size bed here, nowhere here in this home. My husband accidentally got the wrong size years ago, and for some reason I kept it. And then he has a pillow over there that he just uses like never, and it's pretty difficult to wash. We're gonna throw it away as well. He has a broken laundry basket over there, and as you guys can see, one more larger one, which is way too large. So we need to figure out the laundry basket situation. He does not need 3 laundry baskets in here. And then his closet, he has pretty much a lot of clothes in there that he can't fit because we haven't been here in about 6 months. So yeah, lots of things in here already that I can see that we can do. And if you look in the hallway, I did the same thing in my closet yesterday. My daughter is in here with me, and we're going to just move around this room and see what we can do. By the way, these are all our clean clothes, and he threw them on the floor before I could fold them. The covers are all also clean, and he took them out to build a fort. So there's that. these extra sheets because he's a kid. Sometimes he makes a mess and we need to change his sheets and we need to have them available immediately. So we'll keep one extra set of sheets, but I do need to take it downstairs and wash it. And then I'll probably actually find someplace else to store this away so that he doesn't have access to pull them out like that again. I thought that I could store it in his room, but he likes to play with them and I would rather he asks to play with them than he just pull them out. So this is gonna go downstairs. We're gonna wash it and store it in the laundry room. I'm gonna take that down and dispose of it. And then I also have a little basket here of things to put into the basement. Now in here, you guys see giant Hulk fist and things. Problem that I ran into is that the last time I decluttered that, I actually put it in the garage. And one day my husband pulled it back out because I think he had more fun with it than my son. And even though it's been here and my son has not picked it up to play with it, my husband bought it and he enjoyed it, so he brought it back out. I'm not gonna make the mistake of putting it in the garage again, because now that it's been in the garage for a long time, brought back out, and my son still has not chosen to play with it, that gives me the idea to just throw it away. So I thought I would throw it in the basement, but I think I'm going to add it to that bin because last time I made that mistake, and I'm gonna just throw it away. And then in the midst of me decluttering, cleaning, my daughter opened this up and began playing with it. So that tells me this is still something that she enjoys playing with, and her and my son often play with it together. Now my son's toy box is really not that large. When this begins to overflow, then I take some toys out and put it into toy rotation. In here are a lot of Paw Patrol toys. We have a Paw Patrol bin in the basement. I'm gonna just take those and put them in the basement. He has just a couple of them, not much. Some of them are in Florida, but at least I know that these are the toys that he keeps in his room to play with. And that's toys that I need to, if it gets full, rotate. That's Paw Patrol as well. There's a wagon that I want to take outside and use it for gardening, because when they roll that thing throughout the house and it's not carpet, it's so loud. I don't know, I just feel like it has more purpose outside. And then these bins here, it's laundry. So that bin was laundry that needed to be washed, and that was laundry that needed to be folded that I never folded, and my son took it out and he threw it all over the floor. So I'm just gonna wash both of those together and fold laundry tonight. And then over here he has 2 baskets missing. No idea where they are. I think he had a basket of magnet tiles that's in Florida and Duplo blocks that's in Florida. So I think I'm going to maybe go through these books, because he has a bin of books on the top of the shelf. But if I can put some of those books into like one of those white baskets on the shelf, that'll reduce some of the clutter up top here. And then he has plenty of books over there. Books is not a thing that I worry about when it comes to clutter, because we love books. Reading, it's fundamental. So yeah, everything else I think I'm okay with. I do need to, again, vacuum and clean in here. This is everything that I pulled out that my son can no longer fit. It's been pretty minimal, and we started that before we went to Florida for the fall and winter seasons. So he didn't have a ton of things in here, and since then, everything he has pretty much outgrown. Same for my daughter. We have clothes here that I need to fold up. I think she can fit these two. These are all too small for her. but she can fit within that bin. So same thing. We have just a little bit of items, which mean I have to wash more often, but I purchased her a couple pairs of tights this week. I think these are too small. Like, it's looking so empty in here. So covers, sheets, bassinets, changing table covers in there. So yeah, it's looking bare in here. I am honestly getting really tired now. The day itself hasn't been like overwhelming. I haven't been just going crazy doing a ton of things, but sometimes I just feel tired. I'm very particular, and I always encourage anyone here on this channel or in general to really listen to your bodies. And my body is telling me that it's getting tired. And so that tells me that I either need to take like my vitamins, or I need to eat again, maybe get some water, whatever. And again, I'm not like overwhelmed or anything. I got up and read a bit, prepared some brunch or breakfast for the family. I sat down again and rested a little bit. I had tea today. I even had a little bit of coffee, and then I decluttered my son's bedroom. Now I still need to cook dinner and do a 30-minute workout, and I'm pretty tired. Like, I don't have the energy needed for that workout, so I think I'm gonna make a protein shake for lunch, and hopefully that will fuel me and give me a bit more energy and take some iron, and hopefully that'll get me through my 30-minute workout, in which then I can prepare dinner for the day. But it's time for me to put my daughter down for her nap, which is my window to take care of me a bit. I'm gonna do my nails tonight, so the day is very much not over. I did want to talk a little bit more about what I was saying earlier about how I noticed on YouTube there was like a channel. It's probably more than one. There's this really big one, and she literally like specifically pulls out certain mom bloggers that she disapproves of, I guess. And I guess I just wish that we lived in a world where people can just live their own lives without scrutiny of others. You know, it's like you don't have to like what other people are doing, but you also don't have to insert yourselves into their lives. It's just on the internet a lot of people saying like, this is the right way to parent, this is the wrong way to parent, and you should do this, you shouldn't do that. Like, we all have our opinions. I have my opinions. I feel like homeschool is really beneficial for kids, right? That's my choice in parenting, but I'm not going to tell someone else that they should only homeschool or it's bad to not homeschool. We are hard enough on ourselves. The last thing we need is other people trying to tell us what to do. You have a close friend and you feel like your friend is living a lifestyle that might be harmful to them, or you want to share some helpful advice, by all means do that. But we just could definitely use a little bit more positivity and support on the internet. So I hope that my channel can give that to you. I'm never going to try and put anybody down for their choice of parenting, homeschool or not, breastfeeding or not, stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, working out of the home mom, choosing to have your kids in vlogs or not have your kids in vlogs. Just felt like I started the vlog off on that note and never finished it, like a complete thought that just happens sometimes. I get sidetracked as a mom, but I kind of just wanted to finish out that thought. It's just, I feel like I couldn't put it into words truly of what I wanted to say, especially because I started that thought hours ago and completely derailed it. So maybe I'll talk a bit more about it in another vlog. But I pray about everything that I do. I truly feel like we're covered and protected by the Lord, and He's going to guide me in everything that I do. So I don't worry too much, especially when it comes to opinions. So I hope that you don't either in your life. There's always going to be someone trying to tell you how you should be living your life, how you should be pursuing your career, how you should be parenting your children. It might be the internet, it could be a friend, it could be your mom or your mother-in-law, it could be anyone. And so if it's not like your spouse, like your husband or the other parent, honestly, it just doesn't matter. Live the way that you want to live your life, you know, follow God, read your Bible, and you'll be fine. To piggyback off of like the decluttering that I've been doing, so just in case maybe you're new here, my family we're part Michigan, part Florida residents. So when it comes to like going through their clothing, we're still new to this. This is our first year doing this. I 100% am trying to get the hang of this, but that would explain why closets are looking thin. Like we took not even a lot. We took one suitcase for everybody's clothes. Me, my husband, and both our children, both all of our clothes were in one suitcase. That's the amount of clothing, along with other things that we took to Florida with us. As they grew bigger, we replaced their clothing in the state that we were currently in. I didn't do that here, and the last time that we were here was back in November. They could kind of fit their clothes, but we're kind of growing out of it. But I knew we weren't going to be back for the rest of the winters. Just a little bit about why things are kind of like a little bit crazy around here lately. But yeah, I've been saying for at least 30 minutes now that I put my daughter down for a nap. My husband has her, but I know she wants a mom, so I'm gonna put her down for a nap, make a protein shake, and see if I have enough energy to work out after that. Hopefully I do, but if I don't, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. Actually, I probably will, because I've been doing really good, so I might be a little upset about it. I'm happy that we got a chance to sit down and talk. There's so much more that I still want to, you know, catch up with you guys about, specifically like life, since trying out the snowbird thing. We'll talk about that in another vlog, but for now, I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. If so, give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, bye.